Hey there. A while ago, I decided to make copper chloride as it was a necessary stepping stone in one of my other projects. The synthesis is really quite simple. You start by pouring out hydrochloric acid into a beaker and adding copper metal. This over time will produce copper 2 chloride and copper 1 chloride. We want copper 2 chloride, and that can be achieved by just letting the solution sit for longer. If you didn't know already, a common ingredient in those little packets that change the color of your fire is copper 2 chloride. I decided to test it out by blasting these paper towels with a blowtorch. This brilliant blue was most likely the copper. The problem with my synthesis was I was doing it in a bit of a rush, and most of my glassware was a little bit dirty. Not too much, but enough that I was worried about purity. I decided to blast the boiling stone, which was just a hex nut, because it didn't contain any materials that would break off or burn very easily, like the cellulose in the paper. This way we could get a more accurate estimate of what's in there just based on color. The colors were looking pretty good, but they weren't. I didn't know, but there was quite a few impurities that came up in later testing. I made a new batch that I unfortunately couldn't record, and it was much more pure because I ended up letting it air dry instead of boiling it off. It's very cold where I live, and so cold in fact that the reaction just wouldn't start. Not on its own anyways. In this video, you can see me struggling to get the reaction to start even when the aluminum is fully covered in copper 2 chloride. This meant that any reactions I would have to do would need to be inside, which I didn't feel comfortable with seeing as I don't have a fume hood. However, when summer rolls around, you can expect to see me making a fume hood, as well as using it to produce chromal chloride from something as simple as kitchen cutlery. Anyway, that's all for me. I hope you've been having a good day, and I'll see you in the next one.